Hey guys, Charles here, aka the God of SEO. I'd like to first apologise for the quality of the microphone. My Blue Snowball microphone that I normally use is broken, and I'm waiting for a new one to get shipped over by Amazon. But regardless, I'll have to deal with the fact that I have to use this god-awful laptop microphone and work on this presentation anyway. So today I'll be showing you how to get pwned by Google and also how to recover from said penalty. So first, a bit of background on me. I'm a grey hat SEO. I publicly say I'm a grey hat and I show people for free how to be a grey hat. And that's all on my blog. I have tutorials, guides, all that kind of stuff on my blog related to grey hat SEO, both content marketing and really black hat strategies, which Google hates. And 1 year after starting my blog, God of SEO, I was hit with a penalty, a pure spam penalty on the God of SEO site itself. I had 7 other sites penalised. My AdWords account was suspended and my Blogger account deleted along with the 15 blogs that was actually on it. So my thinking of this was Matt Cutts was on his way to penalise God of SEO. He hated us, he hates me, he hates everything I stand for. But the reality, I had to think of what to do now and how to try and get rid of this penalty, but I decided I'd do nothing. Yep, I decided to do nothing. So how would I go about getting traffic to an SEO blog with no SEO traffic? Well, I saw that as a challenge. I had to step up elsewhere. I had to do more social growth. I had to get active on forums. I had to do more guest posts, whereas prior to me being penalised, I only had about 1 per month. I had to get involved with sharing communities, engage with the likes of Reddit, inbound.org, growth hackers, make my own one, which was Inside IM. I had to grow my other web properties like AdSense Empire, like marketing reviews, all that kind of stuff. And most importantly, I had to create more content so that people had a reason to be visiting my site day in and day out. So let's take a look at that number one thing, social networks. Step 1 was to analyse which social networks would be the best, and that seemed to be Twitter, as they, after my penalty, were the number 1 traffic source for my entire blog. Step 2 was growing that traffic, and I was very involved with Twitter at that time, and I love Twitter, and it's still my favourite social network to actually get traffic from and engage with. So I engaged with influencers, often got retweets from them. I grew my following, so I used target pattern, and I spent about $200 on Twitter ads. And I had to build my personality. This is a really important thing. I had to build what my Twitter profile was like, so that people who enjoyed my other tweets would then engage with the ones that I'd posted my content to. And step 3 is conversion. To build loyalty, I had to answer questions that people had on Twitter, and to share others' content. I had to engage with users who shared my content and thank them for doing that by favouriting it or actually saying thank you. And I had to convert my commenters to followers. So people who were already engaged with my blog, I had to try and convert them to actually follow me on Twitter, which meant they saw my post more regularly than having to go back to the site or be engaged with my newsletter. Then if we go on to number 2, I look at forums. This is a really hard one. I wasn't a big fan of forums, and I never really liked the setup of forums. The only one that I really enjoyed was Black Hat Underground, and that's run by Agent Black Hat. So I started engaging more. I put my blog in the signature, started posting more on it, and I went from about 30 posts to about 50, and my traffic nearly, massively increased. It's still not great, but it's still it quickly paid off for me engaging with them, and I only spent a few hours engaging with the actual community on there. Number 3 was guest posting. I haven't really been up to scratch with this. I do plan to, but I don't execute what I need to do. I need something. That's really something I need to work on. I need to guest post a lot more, regularly guest post on different sites instead of the standard ones which I've been guest posting on for the last couple of months. Then we have sharing communities, things like Inbound, Reddit, Inside IM, growth hackers. So I started engaging more, and I started sharing it everywhere. As you can see, my link karma and my comment karma went up massively whilst I was engaging on /r/bigseo and /r/SEO. I started engaging with people, answering their questions, getting involved and asking anything, so this kind of thing. I even started my own community called InsideM.com. And started posting my content there, and started posting other people's content, and got my users involved with that community. Then I went on to web properties. Now this got me in trouble the first time. I had a lot of links pointing to my own sites all over the shop. All the sites that I'd create as my micro properties, I would then point back to God of SEO and Godlike Marketing. This, as they're relevant, and I thought it would be relevant for people to see them, it's still kind of a bit manipulative in Google's eyes. But they do refer a lot of traffic, and I mean a lot of traffic. I know these numbers look pretty small, but in the grand scheme of things, 50 visitors here, 100 there, this kind of thing, grows your traffic insanely. And having multiple properties all over the place gives you a lot of detailed traffic that can then convert into other things. And then the final one, number 6, which is the most important, I had to look at my content creation. This is something that I had to attract more users to my blog by posting more regularly. Before the penalty, I was doing maybe 1 post a week, sometimes even less. And after the penalty, I went to do old posts and update them. I went to doing more than 3 posts a week and still am. I'm trying to put out as much content as I physically can and try and post as much as I can. It's really quite difficult to not only come up with the ideas, but write them so big that people actually engage with it and think it's good quality content. Having 600, 700 words plus so I can explain everything in full detail takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. Step 2, I had to create more media. To put out more videos, more webinars, create more images like my Cuts Lol site that creates Matt Cuts gifts. I had to get involved with podcasts and maybe potentially in the future even do my own podcasts. And step 3 is the involvement. This is where I had to do more interviews, try and get involved with Ask Me Anythings. Do more commenting. If you have a look at AJ Cohn's guide, he's done a fantastic guide on commenting. I had to do more interviews, not just hold them with myself, but actually do them with other people's blogs and other sites. I had to help others on forums, on Q&A sites, on communities that I've already mentioned in my previous posts. And the results from all this, the results from me not having any Google traffic whatsoever and just purely doing other kinds of content marketing, they speak for themselves. I went from having my penalty hit on May the 3rd/4th and I had all of my branded anchors removed from all of those searches. So if you put in God of SEO now, and still now, hopefully in the future, you won't be able to see my site come up. And then I kicked in my marketing campaign, my content marketing campaign on May the 18th. And this really shows you how fast you can grow your traffic just by getting involved with the communities and sharing your content in places that you might not share it. So you really don't need Google. I've proven this by having better traffic than before, and I can tell Google to fuck off. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little presentation. My blog is godofseo.co. You can follow me on Twitter at Charles_SEO, and you can like my fan page on Facebook, which is facebook.com/godofseoco. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. This has been Charles, aka the God of SEO.